Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we're in Loyang, and this is currently on the shop for doubloons, but remember you can get it for global XP, so no need to buy it unless you really want it quickly, but it is a good ship, guys. I mean, you have this and Split, right? Also, you'll see I'm actually running double detection. This match is from before we had presets. This is one I had saved to show you guys. So we're running double detection, which this ship don't matter. You have a 5.4 sonar, and as soon as you get spotted, you can just hit your sonar. So now I have a little bit new build I'm trying out on it, but we'll see. I actually kind of like the double detect build more because destroyers get into your range a little bit better, and you can just sonar them, and it's a lot harder for them to get out. I was using a 5.4 detection, but I noticed they would just turn and try to get away from your sonar. Now, Akazuki here obviously was in the cap. We knew the distance. We were checking distances, so we knew we would be able to get to him and sonar him. Now, to this Akazuki's credit, he's actually going to try to get out of our sonar, and that's okay. Not the end of the world. It happens. We're going to get the cap first, so with our detection, we already are going to out-detect him anyway, so we're not too worried. With 5 kilometer detection, we just use our sonar. We could chase him, but with an Atlantico there, pretty poor idea. And as you guys see, I do really well in this ship. Why is that? Because with the sonar, the guns, the detection, everything that this has to offer is Akazuki makes a mistake and comes back, and we absolutely come and finish him off. But with all the perks that this ship has, right? Really good detection, really good sonar, really solid guns. It is, in my opinion, among the top of tier 7 destroyers. There's an argument to be had for my playstyle. What one is better, Split or this one? I think Split's a little bit better, but Loyang is right there with it. It's just one of the most powerful ships in the game. Now, in this match, we get rid of the destroyer, right? So everything here else is going to be fun. And the way we got rid of that destroyer is how you get rid of every destroyer in Loyang. And that's why I'm thinking about going back to this double detect build, because there's no reason to have a lot of health on this ship, because you have 2 insanely good smokes. You got American smokes on it. You are in them, and you have a sonar. So normally you're not even getting hit when you're fighting the other ships, and having that detection while you don't have your sonar is really handy. I don't know. I have good luck with a lot of double detection builds. I don't do it all the time on all really gunboat heavy ships. Outside of Loyang, I normally do sims in one detect. It just depends on the ship. There's certain ones that I still run double on, like Kleber. I still run a double detect build, but I don't know. Everybody has their own opinion on what's better. I have a really good video showcasing why the argument, statistically speaking, why double detect can be better than running sims. But everybody has their own argument, right? Like I said, to each their own. Also on Loyang here, you're going to notice I'm shattering a lot of shells and getting unlucky. This could have been an even crazier game had we got any sort of amount of fires on Atlantico. And all them shells just shattered. And that's going to happen on the back of Atlantico and Italian battleships and German battleships. You're going to get a lot of shatters. Well, on Germans, you got a big superstructure, so you can soak that. But we're going to try to help get rid of go to the cap in the middle, right? We know there at least was a destroyer in the middle, so my next job is I want to hunt destroyers, obviously. So in this ship, that's what it excels at. And as you guys can see by my win rate in this ship, you don't have to do a ton of damage. You just get rid of other destroyers and you spot. That's all you have to do. Can you damage farm if you want? Absolutely. Now, if we had better luck with fires in this match, it would have been really a solid game, but we didn't, and that's okay. Here, Edinburgh's a big threat, because if it is a radar Edinburgh, which I don't know, with a Edinburgh being there and in Atlantico, it could be rough. Now, as you can see, we see the smoke. I'm not worried, right? This is not, Edinburgh's not a threat to us. Once I see the smoke, I'm not even worried, right? We're going to relax. But I was a little nervous with Edinburgh pushing us. And he does get a heal off just to give me all that health. Um, and then we are going to push up. Again, like I said, we were trying to get to this destroyer in the middle. He's actually going to our carrier, but I want to get the B cap. Right? We're ahead, but you never know in these matches to do that. And also, I want to get this carrier spotted because he was kind of close up. This carrier, actually, when you see where he winds up on the map, is pretty hilarious because he's just literally, from here on out, that carrier is going to sprint from me as far as he can. And it's a good thing I don't chase him, alright? And I'm not going to. Like I said, we're more worried about spotting, getting caps, and also there is a Veneto over here as well that we can get to on our way to our cap. Like you can see, we're heading to B. Now, like I said, for me, with DDs, I always hunt other DDs and worry about caps. Can you worry about damage? Absolutely, if you're that type of person. It's just not my play style. And I definitely like just controlling the match, right? And that's what you can do. And you don't always have to do huge damage numbers, right? So we're going to go ahead. Once we get loaded here, we're going to send some torpedoes out. On the white line on this Veneto, he doesn't seem to be moving much. And just to set in just in case. Also, I actually take the torpedo upgrade. They're short torps, I know. But they hit everything, including destroyers, and I feel like them are more handy than the ones that don't. Here we're going to make a mistake, right? Loyang has good AA, obviously, but I kind of get a little relaxed in watching what's going to happen when we hit that ship, and sure enough, he drops us again, and I wasn't paying attention. We're going to take a huge hit off of that carrier. But you can see we did get a couple torps on Veneto while he thought he was being sneaky. And we're going to go ahead and just worry about getting this cap now. Obviously, too, if you notice, there's a cruiser to my right getting the other cap. So, again, just kind of spotting for teammates, right? It's not a complicated process being a destroyer. You just don't be the guys that just sit and smoke and farm like crazy and don't help their teams. Doing what I did in this match, even though like we don't have a ton of damage, what we're doing is way more important, right? Getting caps. We've killed a destroyer. Obviously, if that other destroyer was here, we would have had a smoke and a sonar to get rid of him as well. So, again, more important. And actually, it would have been a decent game, or a decent damage game too, if we had gotten a couple fires on Atlantico. If you guys don't know, Atlantico can never have fire with fire, so you can put as many fires on as you want. And we just got really unlucky. I think we only got one fire on Atlantico, when in reality that thing should have been burning with as many shells as we put on it. I think, what did we put on it, like 86? Yeah, so definitely probably should have started more than one fire. And as you can see, their carrier is, if you're looking at seeing where it is on the map, he's already over to C. And to be honest, I'm surprised our carrier actually doesn't really go after him too hard in this match here. So, but again, Loyang, great ship, good guns, awesome rate or sonar, right? Amazing smoke, best smoke in the game because it has American smokes. That's up to you whether you want to take the short range torpedoes that can hit everything or the deep water torps that go out a little bit farther. I like the short torps. I mean, I'm the type of person that even on Shimakaze, I take the short torps. Just because they're really good at getting other destroyers. When you take the fast, hard-hitting short torps on Shimakaze, the destroyers do not expect it. It's like if I'm gonna go up against the Gdansk and I don't have and I can't have a Gdansk, I will take a Shimakaze because they always radar, sit and smoke, and then you dub strike them while they're in their smoke with 15 torpedoes covering the whole smoke. It's hilarious. And same with this thing. A lot of times you'll see me sonar somebody, or they'll go hide in their smoke, and then I'll throw torpedoes out. And either they're gonna eat the torpedoes, or they're gonna sit in the smoke and be radar or sonared by me. So either way, it generally works out pretty good. And we're just trying to get this cap here. And honestly, we're expecting a Malfi to back up here, dropping the second set of torps. And we're going to take a couple shots guessing that he's backing up here, as you're going to see. And my judgment was pretty good, actually. Now, with only 2 ships left, now we're going for the kill, obviously. As we get a fire, and he's going to go down. So, and then the rest of the match, the carrier is going to be at the back of the map and run and hide. For no reason to save KD. I know that gets old. I get frustrated with that, but I guess I get why people do it. I've just never been one to try to save my KD. Is what it is. But either way, we clearly help our team win in this match. Taking out a destroyer, taking 3 bases. 3100 base XP game. Solid destroyer. I don't think anybody would argue that. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time, folks.